used to think the brain was the most important organ. Then I thought to myself, look who's telling me that. Years later, I'm still confused on that one. But on the Repack issue, Nick and I are not confused. We're here to try to help you as well in this. So welcome aboard. Everybody that's seeing this has become eligible for the low power TV Repack. I'm Tony Zamalin. This is Nick Solano, and we welcome you this spring. I hope it's going as best as possible for you today. We know that there's some extraordinary events going on. Please be safe and diligent as you work on it. We are all part now of an essential services, so we realize that it's imperative that you operate as efficiently as possible on your main tasks. In the meantime, the FCC still has not given any relief on this process moving forward. So with that, we're going to kick off the training portion of this. And so what we're going to do is Nick and I are going to share the mic to make sure that we are giving you the best services that we can. Today we have 3 goals. One, we're going to talk about the allocation, and you've heard our special news broadcast on that already, I hope. And we're also going to explain the reimbursement process so that everybody can understand how the money is going to flow into your accounts to manage this project. And then the most important part of this will be the strategize to maximize. We'll get into that mostly. Nick will be doing most of the processing for you. You all know Nick. You've spent hours with him during this process. This video will be uploaded to Zoom afterwards, and we will send you that link. We realize that some people will be watching live and some will be watching from remote or wherever they are at in this world today. Question and answers will be accepted at the end, but there is a portion on somewhere on your screen where you can ask the questions anytime during this. We will be tallying them up and then going through them and asking the most popular questions at the end of the training session here. Nick and I by no means are professionals at this. You guys are, and so we are. QCOM is quality behind the scenes. We find ourselves today in front of the scenes. So please be gentle with us, and we'll try to be make this as interesting and as levitating as possible. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Nick Solano, and he is going to start you with the process.
Hey everybody, good to talk to you. We haven't spoken in a while, but hopefully everybody's doing all right. If you're here live, appreciate you joining. If you're going to watch this afterwards, again, appreciate you taking the time to go through this. We thought it was important to share this information before the FCC kicks off, or as we like to say, open the floodgates on submitting invoices and whatnot, and getting this whole Repack process started. As Tony said, type your questions throughout. We'll wait till the end to answer them all, but don't hold back. If you have a question, type it in. We'll tally them all up, and we'll make sure everybody's covered at the end. We'll leave some time. I'm going to go through real quick our internal process and kind of what you need to know about it. As some of you guys have already alluded to, this is the kind of the nitty-gritty that you guys hired us for, and we're going to help you through it. There are some aspects of it that you'll need to know, but let's just talk about high-level stats for a second here, just so we know, kind of get centered on how you need to view this project. So overall, there were 925 LPTV applications. Of those 925, there's 809 eligible. Everybody on this call that we invited to this webinar should have been eligible, and so that's step number 1. Congratulations. 91 so far ineligible, 25 not determined. That just goes to show FCC is working diligently on getting everybody reviewed and hopefully approved. Our portion in that, obviously your application was submitted on time before the extended November 15th deadline, and now you're eligible. Congratulations. The good news, based on our latest estimates, is that the current requested amount of all the LPTV eligible stations at this point is under the total available. So it's under 150 million, which means that there's a possible 100% reimbursement. And really we're a good amount under that right now, a couple million minimum. So there's a potential for extra, and we'll talk about that later. With this being a new project, we don't quite know what that means yet, but we're all going to work through it. But again, the good news is right now 100% reimbursement is what it's looking like. The average of all LPTV submittals, well, actually of the eligible ones, of the 809, the average is $166,000 requested for repack transition expenses. Everybody in this call averaged out, our clients averaged to $438,000. So again, that's over twice as much, almost 3 times as much as the average LPTV application submittal. So that's good news. As we learned later in the process, the more you ask for, the more you got. And so that's one of the things, one of the advantages of kind of choosing us and allowing us to help you through that. And we appreciate that. And I know you guys too. So just to get in the right frame of mind of what the repack actually, where the funds are coming from, there have been a lot of questions that I figured we'd just kind of address this right off the bat. The repack money is not taxpayer money. It's money that actually came from the auction. This is T-Mobile and others direct proceeds that the FCC kind of brokered during that auction, 2016, I believe. And that's where the money has been designated to be used for repack transition expenses. So it's already been designated. I don't want to say allocated yet because that's a different term that we'll use later on. But it's been assigned to be used for these expenses. So we're not taking it from anybody who doesn't need it. It's already been used and it has to be used for these expenses. So just to kind of make sure everybody understands that this is not a cash in pocket type deal. And we're not, necessarily, this is not a take from the government or take taxpayer dollars type project. It's already been designated to be used for this.